Welcome to a very special episode of the Road to Glory Baseball podcast. It's the All-Star Week, so we wanted to celebrate all of our GMs in RTG Baseball who ever construct all-star caliber squads. So we're going to go through all the players announced to the MLB All-Star Game and which of the RTG teams they are representing. Now, just to clarify, I have the list of the original All-Stars and then all the replacements. We're gonna shout out the replacements first, but really the pride here, what to be proud of, is the original All-Stars, and they're gonna get all the fanfare. And then when we're done with that, we will announce a pitching and hitting team of the first half for our league. So stay tuned. Without further ado, let us start with the replacements. From the Butter Boys, Zach McKinstry and Trevor McGill. From the Dream Team, Andrew Abbott, Michael Garcia, Casey Mize, Joe Ryan, and Jacob Miziorowski. From Keith's dad, David Peterson. From Kid Chisamain, Junior Caminero, and Carlos Rodon. From Mighty Taco, Robert Suarez. From Petrified Manholes, Drew Rasmussen. From the Pop and Soda Cans, Carlos Estevez. From Shohei Halud, Isaac Paredes, and Randy Arozarena. And representing no one from waivers, Adrian Morejon. And now the actual announced original All-Stars, starting with the reserve hitters. Representing the Butter Boys, third baseman Alex Bregman, and outfielder James Wood. Representing Corrupt Commish, third baseman Eugenio Suarez, and utility hitter Kyle Schwarber. Representing the Dream Team, catcher/outfielder Hunter Goodman. Second base/third base/outfielder Jazz Chisholm Jr. Shortstop Jeremy Pena. And outfielder Fernando Tatis Jr. Representing Islanders, catcher Alejandro Kirk. First baseman Pete Alonso. And outfielder Julio Rodriguez. Representing Keith's dad, second baseman Brandon Lau. Shortstop Bobby Witt Jr. And outfielder Brent Rooker. Representing Mighty Taco, first baseman Jonathan Aranda. Second base/outfielder Brendan Donovan. And outfielder Kyle Stowers. Representing the Pop and Soda Cans, first baseman Matt Olson. And outfielder Corbin Carroll. Representing Scott's Tots, shortstop Ellie De La Cruz. Representing Shohei Halud, outfielder Stephen Kwan. And representing Team Legit Queen Stays Queen, outfielder Byron Buxton. And now for the pitchers. Representing the Butter Boys, starting pitcher Tariq Skubal. Starting pitcher Matthew Boyd. And starting pitcher Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Representing the Dream Team, relief pitcher Andres Munoz. Representing Team Islanders, starting pitcher Hunter Brown. Starting pitcher Jacob DeGrom. And relief pitcher Edwin Diaz. Representing Kid Chisamain, starting pitcher/relief pitcher Chris Bubick. Starting pitcher Garrett Crochet. And starting pitcher Robbie Ray. Representing Team Mighty Taco, starting pitcher Max Freed. Starting pitcher Freddie Peralta. And starting pitcher Chris Sale. Representing Petrified Manholes, starting pitcher Brian Woo. And starting pitcher Logan Webb. Representing the Poppin' Soda Cans, relief pitcher Aroldis Chapman. Starting pitcher Mackenzie Gore. Starting pitcher Clayton Kershaw. And starting pitcher Paul Skeens. Representing Scott's Tots, relief pitcher Randy Rodriguez. Representing Shohei Halud, relief pitcher Josh Hader. Starting pitcher / relief pitcher Shane Smith. And starting pitcher Zach Wheeler. And representing Team Legit Queen Stays Queen, starting pitcher Yusei Kikuchi. And relief pitcher Jason Adam. And now, the creme de la creme. The starters for the American League. First, the catcher, representing Kid Chisholmane, Cal Raleigh. The first baseman, representing the Dream Team, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The second baseman, representing Petrified Manholes, Gleyber Torres. The third baseman, representing Shohei Halud, Jose Ramirez. The shortstop, representing Scott's Tots, Jacob Wilson. The left fielder, representing Shohei Halud, Riley Green. The center fielder, representing the Poppin' Soda Cans, Javier Baez. The right fielder, representing Mighty Taco, Aaron Judge. And the designated hitter, not representing anyone on waivers, Ryan O'Hearn. And the National League All-Stars, the catcher, representing Mighty Taco, Will Smith. The first baseman, representing the Poppin' Soda Cans, Freddie Freeman. The second baseman, representing Team Legit Queen Stays Queen, Ketel Marte. The third baseman, representing Kid Chisholmane, Manny Machado. The shortstop, representing Petrified Manholes, Francisco Lindor. The left fielder, representing Scott's Tots, Ronald Acuna Jr. The center fielder, representing Team Islanders, Pete Crow Armstrong. The right fielder, representing Kid Chisholmane, Kyle Tucker. And the designated hitter, representing the Dream Team, Shohei Ohtani, the batter. Well done, everyone. Well done. A grand collection of all-stars, all teams represented. And in fact, the most represented team would be Coach Shows, the second most being actually me, and then Coach Matab and Eric tied at 7. So Show and myself with 8 original All-Stars, and Matab and Eric with 7 original All-Stars. Recording this on Tuesday, All-Star Day, so hopefully everyone can enjoy an exciting All-Star game. Now, as for the business of the best offensive and pitching teams of the first half, I've looked at various stats to combine. Obviously, the most important, I think ultimately, total points is the first thing you're going to look at. And we've got a lot of leaders focusing on offense. Matab is our batting points champion right now. He also has the most overall plate appearances. Interesting stat as well, in stolen bases, often forgotten about, Matab is the leader in stolen bases with 110, followed by Nick at 100 and Nate at 93. Funny enough, on the other side of things, Viraj as the second fewest at 36 and Show with a measly 30 stolen bases. That being said, in some of the most important categories, such as on-base percentage, OPS, WOBA, and points per plate appearance, Show leads in all of those categories, including being second in home runs, which is 144 to Nick's 156, and second in batting average is 270 to Matab's 272. And so, I have decided to award the hitting team of the first half to Team Mighty Taco, Coach Show. I think overall, especially that points per plate appearance stat convinced me, him leading in that, and he's close in just overall plate appearances too. And I think he has been the strongest offensive team so far. Congrats, Show. And now the same type of experiment for pitching. Brian is our total points leader right now in pitching. In volume, it is Nate with 854 innings pitched, followed by Nick in 823. Nate also leads in total strikeouts with 930, again followed by Nick at 917. Show pops up again in fewest home runs allowed. We all know how much home runs hurt if you're pitching. And unfortunately for Nate, he actually leads in home runs allowed. So he's allowed the most home runs at 124 home runs allowed by his staff. For relievers, it's Show and Brian leading the pack in saves plus holds. In points per batters faced, similar to points per plate appearance, it's Brian leading with 1.5 points per batters faced. And actually, in ERA, in WHIP, and in FIP, Brian is leading in all those categories. And so I actually am deciding to stick with total points, as in Brian actually leads in total points for total pitching points by a wide margin, 5,031 to Show's 4,749. And we're rounding to the whole number, by the way, here. And so I am awarding the pitching team of the year award, pitching team of the first half award to the Butter Boys, Coach Brian. Well done, well done. We'll see. Brian will have some work to do if he wants to make this future come true, but it would be cool to see the offensive team of the first half versus the pitching team of the first half. That'd be a cool battle of sides here. So hopefully everyone has enjoyed themselves in this first half of fantasy baseball. Now, granted, we talked about this a couple years. Our really like halfway point was a number of weeks ago, but I like All-Star break's a cool time to talk about these things. Only just a few weeks left to go until we get to playoff times. Before you know it, it's gonna be time to talk playoffs. So hope everyone's excited for that. And until then, and until we speak again, ciao. Every swing's a chance to take control on the road to glory, where legends are born.